What's up, Facebook and YouTube, social media world? Puddin' here with you, and it's time again for another whiskey review. So, tonight I got something that I think is a little bit special because this is a Kentucky bourbon that was just released just a couple weeks ago, and really good brother of mine kind of turned me on to let me know when it was going to be released, and so when I got it, I knew that I was going to need to share that with all of you guys here on the page. So without further ado, let you guys in on what I'm talking about tonight. Talking about Five Brothers. And I know my light's a little bright, so it's kind of hard to see that. Turn it down just a little bit so you can see the bottle a little better. There you go. So, Five Brothers. Now, Five Brothers, turn that back up. Five Brothers is a Heaven Hill, Kentucky bourbon release. And so the neat thing about it, what they have done, Heaven Hill paid tribute to the Five Brothers, that the Shapiro brothers that started the company in 1935. So to pay tribute to them, they created a Kentucky bourbon that is basically a blend of 5 different years, barrels. So they blended barrels aged anywhere from 5 years to 9 years and created a small batch Kentucky bourbon. And also another little cool thing about it, that I have to turn my light back down for you guys to see. The picture is actually the Five Brothers. There's the 5 Shapiro brothers that started the Heaven Hill company. Now, Heaven Hill is, like I say, been around 1935. They have many products out there. Anybody in the whiskey or alcohol industry is going to know who Heaven Hill is. They produce so many different amazing whiskeys out there. Some of which I've reviewed on here before. The McKenna, and Evan Williams Bottled in Bond. Evan Williams is a big staple in the whiskey or bourbon industry. There's Evan Williams single barrel, single batch, all that. So anyway, but tonight what we're talking about is Five Brothers. Now, so let's go ahead and get into the actual review of it. All right, so we're talking. It's a 45%, so 90 proof. And let's see, even got a little story on there. I like to read those a little bit. So 1933, end of Prohibition sparked new interest in Kentucky bourbon. In Bardstown, 5 Shapiro brothers invested in a new distillery, eventually bought it outright. They had no inventory, no warehouse, no brand, but they did have patience and perseverance. Today, the distillery Heaven Hill is the largest family-owned and operated distillery in America. So it is a very huge distillery in Bardstown. And another cool thing about the Heaven Hill distillery in Kentucky is they have just opened up a new experience. Now, I have not got to go through the new experience yet. I plan to do that within the next couple weeks. I want to take you guys on a little venture with me, do some video, a little tour, and show you guys what the new experience is all about. Because from the people that I know there say that it is absolutely amazing, and you definitely got to go try it out. So, when I get to do that, hopefully, like I say, I want to try to do that within the next couple weeks. I'm going to be recording and taking you guys along with me to show you guys the new experience at Heaven Hill. If you've never been to the Heaven Hill Heritage Center in Bardstown, then you absolutely must go. Now, I've been to it, before the new experience, and the tasting and the gentleman there. When I went to pick this bottle up, I actually seen the gentleman that took me on a tour 5 years ago or so, and he was still there, and I can't think of his name right now, but does an amazing job with the tour. And I hope when I get to go back that that I get to speak to him and get his take on the new experience, maybe even get his take on the new bourbon when they take you through the tasting and all that. So that's coming up. Going to be getting to do that here real soon. And so, sorry if I haven't got to the comments yet, but why is there a snowman on my bar? Well, the snowman is actually a little basket, and it's holding a little whiskey and different alcohols. So we just never have removed it. Set it up there for a decoration around Christmas a long time ago and never did take it away. So, all right, let's get ready to open this up. Now, and anybody not familiar with kilt wearing and some of the kilted shenanigans that I do on the page, one thing, if you ever wonder about a Scotsman and why they carry a knife, or as a Scotsman will call a skin do, in their sock, I'm going to tell you right now, these skin doos are perfect for cutting open a whiskey bottle. Perfect use for a skin do right there. Cutting open that whiskey bottle. All right. So here we go. Now, there we go. Now, I have actually tried this prior to the show. I'll tell you that now, because the gentleman that turned me on to this when it was coming out had already got some, so I got to get a little bit of a head start on the flavor and taste of this Five Brothers. Color-wise, I'll show you guys. Now, we're talking a mixture of 5 different years. So, it's medium, about a medium color, not too light, as a light in color as a younger bourbon would be, not too dark as in something 10 years and above would be. Okay, now smell wise, there's some nutty flavor, not flavor, nutty, kind of nutty smells in there. Definitely can smell the younger, sweeter, almost sweeter smells in there. Very good. Love that. Yeah, absolutely get a mixture. With it being the 5 different years, I mean, right off the bat, you're going to get a mixture of different age flavors in with this whiskey. So a younger whiskey, you will taste a lot more of the sweeter corn out of the mash bill, flavors such as that. With the older whiskeys, you taste a lot more of the oak, and a lot more of the actual wood where the whiskey has, been soaked up and let out and soaked up and let out, throughout the years of it sitting in the rick house. And also with the younger ones, you get stronger, like I said, these stronger sweet smells from that. And with the older ones, you get a lot more of the smoky. And I can definitely taste the smoky flavors where it has came in, been aging in there. I mean, almost like you can smell the different years within this. I love the nutty flavors that come from this. man, that's, you know, it's almost like you get such an explosion of different types of flavors with this one. It's hard to just pinpoint, you know, one single thing. You know, most whiskeys you're trying out, it's been aged a certain amount of years, you know, with a certain mash bill. And, you know that when you pick out certain flavors, it's just they're there. This one is such an array of different flavors that are blended in, with this being a mixture of the 5 years. And I love that. I think that's an amazing thing to do. It really, really makes you have to, you know, it's a complex kind of a flavor that you're going to get from this. Not just a really simple, you know, bourbon or whiskey that's been aged a certain amount. So that's really, really, really a good thing. Trying to think of, you know, try to get some of the other flavors I might be getting from it. Even a little like a banana nut bread or something along that. When I say the nutty flavors, it's like I'm you know, if you guys ever, you know, slice a piece of banana nut bread off and, you know, get that little bit of a smell. I mean, that's one flavor I'm absolutely, you know, getting from this, along with that smoky flavor. Now, something on the back side of it that's interesting. It's not labeled as like a high rye or anything, but it definitely has a spiciness to it on the back end. Okay, so, you know, after you get that, you know, initial taste of it, that after effect is kind of a spicy flavor. So, yeah, I mean, that is, you know what? So I got to give Heaven Hill some major props on what they have created with this, being the 5 different years, you know, and blended, and, you know, paying homage to the founding, you know, fathers of the company. So, I mean, I think they've done an amazing job blending just the right barrels. This is a single batch, I think, is what, you know, they say when it comes to this. And you've got any other information. So they use the, as far as the mash bill, they're using the Heaven Hill traditional mash bill. So with it having 5 years, you know, 5 different years honored in there, which is really cool. I think that's a really cool idea. I also really like the fact that the bottle has the picture along with the name of the Shapiro brothers on there. I think that's really good. You know, but aside from the marketing side of it, the fact that it is a complex flavor, it really draws me into that. You know, because each time I get a sip, it's like a little bit something different is going to come out of there. Even as it airs out a little bit, you know, there's going to be different flavors that come from there. Yeah. So, and sorry guys, I see some of the comments. My phone's a little bit far away. And also letting you know this, this video I'm also recording for the YouTube Kilted Shenanigans channel on YouTube. So guys, recording this live on Facebook, and then actually get to transfer it over to YouTube and on that channel. If you guys have not looked up, you know, the Kilted Shenanigans YouTube channel that I got set up, check that out. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on there, because I will be posting, along with the other shenanigans that I get into, I'll also be posting my whiskey reviews on that page as well. I want to kind of spread the love on social media as far as my reviews and things I get into. So, yeah. Yes. I ain't repeating that, Chris. And even Brother Brian, yes, it is a flavor overload. It really is a flavor overload. Each time when I tried it with Brother Ryder, when I was trying it with you there, I mean, the flavors I got then and even today, completely, you know, getting some new flavors in there. That's what I think so far that I like about this, is that each time I'm tasting and smelling it, It's like there's something new there, and I'm trying my best to throw each one of those out there for you guys as far as the flavor profile. It's going to be hard to do, but there's so many different flavor profiles out there on this. But one thing I can say is, if you really love to, taste your different whiskeys and especially bourbon, because bourbon, sometimes certain bourbons can kind of run into each other when it comes to a flavor profile. This one, you are going to get a completely different flavor profile. Probably each time you drink it, you'll get something different out of it, from what I can tell already, because the first time I tried it, and then today, there's a few other little hints of different flavors coming in there. I mean, I had the sweet flavors. We got some of the nutty flavors. Like I said, to me, I've got like a banana nut bread in there. That smokiness, even that, from the aging and the char of the barrel, a lot of that coming through. A lot of times I've had bourbons that are aged very long, and the majority of what you taste is going to be a smoky, charred flavor, or you have a one that the majority of what you taste is going to be, a younger, sweet flavor. This one is like such a great mixture of both. So I'm really excited, and I'm really happy about it. And I really think that it's definitely a good bourbon. 90 proof, and it's not really hot, but yet you get tiny little bit of spiciness there. Not jalapeno burn you spicy, but and with it being 90 proof, it's not not extremely hot, and so even a beginner whiskey drinker could really enjoy this. Okay, so. All right, guys. That being said, I'll come back, catch up with some comments and everything, guys. I just wanted to get this review out of the Five Brothers from Heaven Hill, and show you guys once again. Turn my light down so you can see that. I mean, it's a beautiful bottle. Got a picture of the Superior Brothers on there. And so if you get a chance and you can go down to the Heaven Hill Distillery in Bardstown, look this up. Hopefully they'll have it on the shelf. When I got there, they had two. So you can only buy one at a time, but they had two when I was there. It's absolutely worth taking a trip to Bardstown. Some of the distributors are getting it out there. I haven't seen it in the stores yet. I'm sure there's stores out there that have it. I'm not saying they don't. But it's just now, hitting that market a couple weeks ago, and they just released it. So you'll start seeing the Five Brothers in the stores here soon. And I would love for you guys to try it out. Let me know what your take on it is and what you think of the different, complex flavor profile that comes from this new Heaven Hill bourbon, Five Brothers. All right. That being said, guys, like I say, I'm going to be setting up a video review of the new experience at Heaven Hill. Try to get some help with some inside track on getting to do that. But either way, I'll go there. I'll video it, show you guys as much as they'll let me video. I will show you guys what it's all about. I'm really excited to see what the new experience holds. And share that with everyone here. So, with that being said, everybody have a wonderful evening. As always, Puddin' loves you. Whittle Sun forever, forever Whittle Sun. Peace out.